Hey lovely sexy hobby people, welcome to today's video, which is issue 37 of Stormbringer. I understand that the delivery has dropped at my friend's place. I will be popping in to see her tomorrow at work to pick it up. So what I'll try and do is to bring this more in line with I do the last video as the delivery drops. I'll try and get a couple of double video days out in the next couple of weeks. Issue 37, we get some Sylvaneth Guardians, which I believe were a Warcry band. Let's crack this open. We also get a trifold as well, and a base brush. Is that a base brush? No, it's an STC dry, and it says small, so it's an STC small dry brush. Excellent. Right. We'll have a look at the plastic in a mo. Let's have a look at this trifold. Armies of Death. Under the command of Nagash, the great necromancer, armies of the dead rise to wage war upon all who live. They fight to bring a sterile order to the realms. The Necrotopia, a silent empire in which no living being remains and all are bound to the will of Nagash. So there you go. So really nice army picture here. Ranks of Bone Reapers march out from their fortress. That's this centre picture. Crazed Flesh Eaters swarm Stormcast Eternals. And Chain Rasps are punished in death for their crimes in life. Cool. They look good, actually. Right, Eternal Servitude, Fear No Mercy, Deathly Magic, and Haunting Presence. Cool. Right, Stormbringer. Ylthari's Guardians. Yes, this is a Warcry band. I think that's what it is. It's Warcry, similar to the Kill Team in 40k, but obviously Age of Sigmar. Allegiance abilities and Death armies. Spearhead. So this is stories. 1, Spearhead. It says part 4 here. So, straight in. Ylthari's Guardians. Ylthari's Guardians are a band of Sylvaneth who battle against the forces of undeath. Although they were only recently awakened, each is a great hero in their own right. Under the leadership of Ylthari, they seek to heal the realms and bring life to dead places. So reasons for battle, D6 rolling chart. Chosen tactics, another D6 rolling chart, and then you can obviously character names, etc., and great deeds. We've got our how to build. Now these come with their own bases, so that's all good. What I'm probably going to do is build these and and not glue them to the base, so that I can just pop them off and paint them separately. But they don't look too intricate to be an issue with painting, because sometimes you get miniatures and you get spots on a miniature which is really difficult to get to with a paintbrush. So it says here Catachan Flesh, and then we're going in with some Cantor Blue as well. Uruk Flesh, Baraknar Burgundy, I might actually follow this paint scheme because it doesn't look too bad. Corax White, Wraithbone, Runelord Brass for bits and pieces. Baraknar Burgundy again, Agrax Earthshade, Nolan Oil, Griff Charger Grey, and then that's our gallery of where we're up to. Might have a look online and see what photos I can find. Then we have some more rules. We've got 2 pages of rules. Allegiance abilities, tutorials, so allied units, battle traits and enhancements, universal enhancements, command traits, artifacts of power, spell lore, prayers, scripture and triumphs. And then we have 2 war scrolls, so we have one for Ylthari and then one for Ylthari's Guardians. So Ylthari is a 5-inch move. He's got 5 wounds, a 5 up save and 7 bravery. And then the Guardians have 2 wounds each, 5-inch move, 5 up save and 6 bravery. War Scroll tutorials, Vigour and Wrath. Both Ylthari and her guards. Oh, she's a god. She's a female Avenger. Have the Vigour and Wrath ability. It allows them to reroll wound rolls of 1, giving them a second chance to cause damage to their enemies. In this example, Ylthari is in combat with a Beast Skewer Killbow. She hits the Uruk but rolls a 1 to wound, which fails. She then re-rolls the dice, this time scoring 4, which is a success. That's pretty cool. Nice re-rolling ability is always nice. Right, Growing Darkness. This is our pitched battle, number 17. As they emerge from a realm gate into a shadow-wreathed forest in Ulgu, a small scouting party of Stormcast Eternals has come under attack from a mob of Gloomspite Gits. The Grots are led by a powerful fungoid cave shaman, and with Cruelboy's mercenaries at their side, they pose a considerable threat to the forces of order. However, the intervention of unexpected allies in the form of Ylthari's Guardians could turn the tide of battle. The Stormcast and the Sylvaneth must put aside their differences if they are to drive off the forces of destruction. So, forces, Alliance of Order. The small force of Stormcast Eternals mounts a desperate defence against the army of destruction. They are joined by the Sylvaneth, who have come to their aid. Together they must secure the area so that they can use it as a staging ground from which to further explore Ulgu. So we're going to have Ylthari, the Arch-Revenant, Ylthari's Guardians, 5 Vigilors, and 6 Gryph-hounds. We then have the Alliance of Destruction. The fungoid cave shaman has been led to the site of an ancient forest by visions granted to him by Mork. If he can capture this area, he will be able to turn the gloomy forest into a dank, fungus-choked stronghold, perfect for establishing a colony of Moon Clan Grots. So we have our fungoid cave shaman, Manok the Cunning crew, 20 shooters, and a marsh crawler slog-off. We're using the 2 large battle mats on the desert side. We got 3 objective markers that placed down the centre, and you're deploying your forces on the short table edge. So there you go. And we have some more Vindictors coming in issue 38, and then issue 39 is a paint issue. Come down, let's have a look at the plastic. So the plastic is a sculpt of 2019. As I say, I think this was a Warcry band. There's only 4 minis on this. The bases look fabulous, so I think these are going to be, I think there's going to be like a lot of mossy texture on this by the look of it. So yeah, so one of them's holding some form of axe here. We've got another with a stave, and then we've got a sword and a bow. So we've got a ranged, we've potentially got a spellcaster in with this, and 2 melee warriors. So yeah, it looks all right. Looks good. I'm going to enjoy putting these together. I'll probably only do a couple just so you get the idea. But yeah, nice. And then we get this STC small dry brush. I haven't used these STC brushes before. I tend not to buy much with regards to GW. Sort of like ancillary products like their brushes. I buy their paints, but I tend not to buy. In fact, I don't think I've bought any of their brushes. The brushes that I have from GW are all came with the Imperium collection, and even then I haven't. I've probably only used the large base brush, and that's it so far. But there you go. That's the Citadel brush. Right, come back in a sec, and we'll build the Guardians. Hey, lovely sexy people. Right, let's get Ylthari and one of her Guardians built. I'm going to start with this Guardian that has the axe, and the reason I'm going to start is because you need to do a little bit of jiggery pokery. So this hair comes around the front of the body, so what you need to do is just come at it from the side, and you've got a tab which locates into a slot, and it will sit secure, and then once that's in, you can add your glue. Okay, and then you've got this back piece that goes on. Like so. And that's the Guardian with the axe, and then I'm going to slot that into the base. I'm not going to glue it down so that I can remove it later for painting. Now, Ylthari is just a little bit more complicated. So you're going to make up the two halves first. So you've got these two bottom halves and then these two top halves. And what you're going to do is this wicker work, this twig work, fence work, whatever you want to call it, is going to get attached first. Like that. And then you've just got a twig that needs a lining here. And then her torso gets attached to the other one, like so, and her head should marry up nice and evenly there. Then what you're going to do is join these two halves together. So the contact point is a little tab and hole there, pin and hole. So just come in, push them together, and that is Ylthari. So just make sure that she's gone together okay. As with all of these particular character minis here with Ylthari, okay, there's a lot of very fine twig work, like twigs with leaves on and stuff like that. So just be careful as you're scraping off the mould lines, because they can easily be bent. But there you go, there's the two I just built, and then these are the two previous ones. You've got an archer and a swordsmith, as well as the Guardian with an axe. So there you go, or even a halberd. There you go, they look great, and hopefully you'll join me in the next video. Alright, take care, bye bye.